Hello, Ducks fans. Welcome to another episode of the Quack Report post Tampa Bay Lightning and Ducks game edition here. Tough loss. Very tough loss. It was, as Ali said here, Quack checking in from the Honda Center, which was a lot of fun. Sad ending to that one. Yeah, to be 2-2 going into the third. Looking good, but give up a late power play marker and an empty net. So,
just a sad duckling over here.
Yeah.
I'm just upset. I'm upset.
Yeah, not good. Andrew, good to see you. Couple hopping over from the watch along there on the THPN YouTube channel. It was a blast to have you there. Also saying Lauren's coming as well. Should be. So that'll be good.
Yeah. Oh man, like I don't. Do you want to get right into the game, or like what do you want to do? I guess for this.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's fresh in
yeah.
head, so.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, let's start with a positive since we tend to always start with the negatives. We held the Lightning to sub 30. Was it? I forget what the final count was, but sub 30 shots, I think. Oh no, 30 exactly.
Sub 40. We'll go with that, or sub 35 if you will. Even.
I mean, you take out the empty net one with 1 second left. That's 29 shots, right?
It's 3-2, right? Like the final score is 4-2 at the beginning. Like just the idea of the empty net. The players tried.
Yeah,
I guess
definitely
is a positive I think you can take from it, and we will get into it I guess a little bit later, talking about the Detroit game on pre-recorded stuff that we aren't going to show it here tonight on the live stream. If you're listening to the recording though on Thursday or Friday, I guess you have everything here in one episode. The team almost seemed to kind of stray away offensively just a touch from the system, I guess, which it almost benefited them, right? Like they were able to keep up with the Lightning. The defensive system still didn't help them a whole lot. I'm looking at the heat map here. Props to Tampa though, obviously. Like they are a good
powerhouse team,
right? Like our offense looked better, but still didn't get as many chances, I don't think, as we want. Taking a look at the heat map though, it's we really liked the left point, I guess, and the right dot there where like Zegras was taking his shots and that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
We like those areas there, but Tampa Bay, however, liked the right point, the right dot, and right in front of our net. I'm going to show you because I don't think I can actually verbally say how big of a spot Tampa was able to get into here.
Oh yeah, and I mean that's always been a problem. Like going back to last season, even when we were doing hate maps,
big of a blue spot though, you can't have. Again, it's Tampa Bay, but
exactly.
Yeah, it's rough there, but
yeah, I mean, if you would have told me like this would have been a 3-2 game, like and 2-2 going into the third period against Tampa Bay, like I would not have believed you. So I think like given the circumstance, like it's not like it was a horrible game, but it just sucks when it's that close and then we don't get the win or even a point out of it, right? Like it's just heartbreaking in that way.
Yeah, something I said on the watch along was like, if this is how we lost games consistently throughout the season, I actually wouldn't be upset by it. It'd be frustrating, but I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah, but the thing is, we wouldn't lose games if we played this way for 82 games.
Exactly.
Because this is just a product of playing the Tampa Bay Lightning, who are just a force. So,
I know that I'll get into it technically later in the episode, but also for like those that are watching, like just something's got to give here, right? Like surrounding this roster, there's so much potential here, and I think we saw it tonight. right?
Yeah. But at the
There's
same time, there's
so
also a lot of
much.
holes, right? Or not
Yeah.
holes. Well, yeah, holes. We'll say holes. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
there's still a couple holes in the roster, but like things around it also need to change a little bit more.
yeah.
So
Um,
it's
Ali asking
yeah.
a good question here. Why the fuck did we pull Gibson? When has that ever done anything? It's
I mean,
every team does it. It's
yeah,
just,
that is a usual thing. I was a little bit more surprised, I guess, that Eakins pulled him with like just over 2 minutes left.
and
I was
following a
surprised
timeout.
by
Like
that.
usually you would leave them in, and then if you
Yeah.
win the face off, you quickly swap them out. So it was bold. And I mean, we had tons and tons of opportunities. So I think
Yeah.
it paid off. It just, yeah, it gave us a better chance, I think.
It was the right idea.
Yeah. So.
In that respect. So
yeah, Andrew saying he's subscribing to us here. Awesome. Thank you.
thanks, buddy.
This next comment here is interesting. So I'm just gonna pull this down for a second.
Go for it. Yeah, no, you're all good.
So Ali says, also just me, but Zegras didn't look too hot. And I mean, we'll absolutely trust you because you were there, so you get a better view of what's going on. I guess away from the play, whereas watching on TV, you don't really get that. I mean, I thought he looked fine. Like he was buzzing. He had some good shots. He had a goal, obviously, in the first period there. But yeah, I didn't notice anything that made me go like something's off with him. So maybe if you could elaborate, then.
Yeah,
or Nate, if you have some thoughts too, but
yeah, I am taking a look, and like I didn't think he had a bad game personally. I thought he was definitely one of the better guys, and I think some of the stats show it as well. He did have a couple giveaways though. Unfortunately, led the team with 2 there. But
okay, so yeah, maybe that's what. Ali
but I mean like yeah, like he didn't look horrible. Again, we know he's not a defensive guy, but he's gotten better at it, I guess. 4 shots on goal on 7 attempts there. His expected goals was 0.3. So like and he scored a goal. So like he did surpass that mark.
Mm-hmm.
He went 50% at the faceoff dot. That's not horrible. Only 2 guys did better, it looks like, at the or 3 guys, sorry, did better at the faceoff dot tonight, and that's Derek Grant, who why was Derek Grant taking so many faceoffs? Like he was doing all right, but like 11 wins, 8 losses.
That's a fair amount, yeah.
19 faceoffs for him? Like in comparison, Ryan Strome had the most faceoffs in the game with 22.
Okay. I mean, he does play on the penalty kill, and he is a center, obviously.
Yeah,
so,
I get that. Yeah, okay.
So that would probably beef it up a little bit. And I mean, if he's going 11 for 8 and he's on the penalty kill, like why wouldn't you let him take those draws?
Yeah,
like,
I'm double checking on the penalty kill stats because I want to see if that does line up there just in case.
Yeah.
No, Grant only took 3 draws, it looks like, on the penalty kill.
Oh.
So that means he's out there for a lot of 5-on-5, I think. I'm double checking that here. Yeah, Derek Grant, 5-on-5, 7 wins, 5 losses. So then he's out there for the power play.
Second unit, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, and 3 losses, 0 wins there on that. Yeah, he was out for a lot there.
Interesting.
And then the 1 4-on-4.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Derek Grant is a guy I want to touch on for a second because like his game tonight specifically was very mixed bag. I think he's a little bit of a wild card. You didn't know if you're going to get a good shift or a Derek Grant shift out of him in this game. I obviously I enjoy when he's playing well, right? I enjoy that for any player. I don't wish for these players to not do great. But yeah, Derek Grant was just I wanted him to be consistent for something.
I don't know. I think he had a pretty consistent game. Like whenever he was on the ice, I wasn't like concerned that he was going to mess something up. Like honestly, like I thought he was like noticeable in a good way, like knocking down passes on
Yeah.
the penalty kill. Like he had some good drives to the net. He made some good passes. Like he was throwing his body around. Like I don't know. Didn't like have any issues really with Derek Grant. So we definitely saw two different versions of Derek Grant between the two of us.
Yeah, I mean, I even saw two different versions of Derek Grant, though, right?
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah,
saying I
no,
just didn't see
I
like
get
all the
what you
bad
mean.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
and like obviously he's not going to be perfect, but like
I'm not expecting him to be perfect, but like it's kind of what we've seen out of him over the last couple of years, right? Where it's either like he's doing awesome and he lines up with the joke that we have of like elite number one center guy,
Mhm.
or he is that fourth line guy that maybe shouldn't even be there. So I don't know. I was kind of seeing a mix out of him tonight personally, but again, that's my opinion on it. So
Yeah.
what
else we got here? God asking who won. If you're God, you should know. At Tampa Bay won 4-2. 3-2, and then plus an empty netter there.
So. John Gibson is not to blame for this game.
Oh, no, not a chance. No. What, how many? Well, yeah, 29 shots, I guess, because you take away the empty net. 3 goals. Yeah, 26 for 29. Those are solid numbers. I don't know what the points percentage is there, but
that'd be
896. But I mean, like, still, do you have his, excuse me, expected goals or goal saved above
negative 0.49. So just under half a goal less. So that comes a little bit more though, where he had 2 low danger goals against, which I kind of want to double check like which goals those were, just to refresh my mind specifically on the goals there. 46%. That's the blue is so dark on here that it's it was the Kucherov goal is what it's considering to be one of the low ones. It's a 5.7% chance of scoring from that spot and less than 70% of being on net during 5-on-5.
I feel like that. I don't know how they calculate, but I feel like that could be lower because Kucherov didn't really get all of the shot. Like he kind of fell down and like didn't really whiff on it, but I think that could have kind of thrown.
He didn't get everything on it, at least,
because he was coming across crease expecting him to like probably go top shelf, so he had the glove up, and then it went 5-0 on him. So yeah, maybe that's why, but I don't know.
So, but
especially off Kucherov too, like you're expecting a rocket, right? So
yeah, exactly, which might have put it up to like a medium danger or something like that, like kind of with that consideration in there. So, but yeah, overall, I wouldn't put this game on Gibson, nor do I put the Detroit game on Gibson as well, as you'll hear later. Gibson's been playing fine lately. Yeah, I've been more happy with Gibson's play. But I still like to see a little bit more of Stolarz just to keep Gibson fresh. Absolutely. But
yeah.
I don't know. Is there anything specific that you want to touch on, I guess? Just offhand.
We can go through some more comments here, see what comes up. Ali saying Brightside is the Gulls won against Colorado tonight.
So hey, there you go.
Puts them up to 2-3 now. And Ospov had a solid fight. Cool.
Sweet.
Imagine losing in front of me. And you said, I saw it too soon to Tampa, plus it's at home. Ali just looked tired, missed chances, giveaways. Yeah, I mean, there was times he definitely didn't hit the net, I guess, like Nate said, a couple giveaways there. So, yeah. I mean, it's good if, Trevor Zegras' B game, he still gets a goal and a couple good looks on and stuff. But, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But, I guess that's kind of more the stuff you don't see as much on TV, and especially when we're doing the watch long, we're not always paying attention. So we'll take your word more for it if you were actually there. So we know you like to watch Ali. Your name's Ali. Yeah, I know Ali. You like to watch Trevor Zegras as well. So
yeah, I did find it interesting, kind of how the pairings went. Again, we went back to that Fowler, Klingberg, Kulikov, Drysdale, Benoit, Shattenkirk look.
Interesting. I mean, Kulikov had a good game, so I think that really
it made it better.
Yeah. I still would have liked to see though. Like I do like Fowler Drysdale together.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, Kulikov Drysdale I think was fine tonight.
Yeah, it was fine. If they continue to be fine, then I'm fine with it, right? But if
Yeah.
things start to go south again, you got to change it up a little bit there. So,
Yeah.
they were even 1-for-1 there. They were on when they got a goal. They were on getting scored against kind of thing. So,
Yeah.
and
So, not bad.
yeah. So yeah, 13:02 for time on ice for that pairing in particular. Yeah, Fowler Klingberg obviously getting the majority of defensive pairing time for 5-on-5 at 18:23 there tonight. So
Okay. I like this from Ali. Called out by Carter. The look my boyfriend just gave me after you said that. To Ali's boyfriend, watch her around Jamie Drysdale too. I know she's a fan there. So those are the two you got to look out for.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Andrew also saying we took too many penalties tonight, and where's the defense?
Penalties was a big thing.
To be fair, we killed off 2 of them. We were 1 for 3 on the penalty kill. Is that right?
Oh
no, because I get 1.
Yeah, 1 for 3 on the penalty kill. Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess one of them we ended up drawing. Oh no, how did that work? Yes, no, we were. Oh yeah, we were on the penalty kill.
We were on the penalty
Stamkos
kill, and they
took
the
penalty like a little bit into it, but I mean it was still like 50 seconds or so. But yeah. I guess the power play goal ended up being the difference in this one for Tampa Bay, right? Because I mean we were 0 for 2 at first, and that was looking good, but could not get that third one. So
yeah, no, it just wasn't working out there. So yeah, the power play was trying, and I don't know, they were getting like a few solid chances, but at the same time, it wasn't. It was improved, I guess.
They missed the net a lot.
Yeah,
the shots were good. The movement was good, which is everything I like in a power play. And I said this on the pre-recorded stuff as well, so I won't get more into it. And I've said it like before to other people, and not or on the show. I don't remember, but I like the movement and I like the structure, but the results just aren't there. And a big part of it, I think, comes to hitting the net.
Yeah, looks like 2 shots in the 2 power plays that we had total.
Yeah, and we definitely had more opportunities than that, but it was whether or not they hit the net, I suppose.
Yeah, there was 2 misses in there. 1, 2, 4 blocks. So
yeah.
it's kind of what I'm trying not to repeat myself, because I'm also thinking of like the full episode. People are going to hear about the Detroit game in that too, but it's like there's the volume there, but the chances, like the actual attempts, are they good attempts? Right? So it was better tonight. It was just with a couple misses in there, but it's still, the quality of attempt needs to still be improved a little bit.
Yeah. The thing with this too, though, is it's against Tampa Bay's defense, and they're known for just getting in lanes and making it hell for you to try and even get a shot through. So I'm not surprised at the 4 blocks, but it can be a problem with other teams as well. So, but I would like to see it against, well, Vegas and Toronto aren't exactly.
Yeah, it's not going to be a
so
fun matchup. So
I don't know, but I mean, I guess defensively, at least Toronto isn't quite built like Tampa or Vegas. So I mean, I would like to maybe see our power play there and see what kind of opportunities we get and how many shots are blocked. That's to me kind of the next game I really want to pay attention to. And it could be different against Vegas too. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to them, but I know that their defense is closer to Tampa's level than Toronto's level, I suppose. So
yeah.
But yeah, I like the looks that we got, and we didn't really talk much about Drysdale on the power play, but I thought he looks really good there. So
yeah, I thought he looked decent as well. He was doing really well, moving the puck and kind of being what we were, or I guess what we talk about for Klingberg as well. Just kind of those eyes and just kind of that vision. Like it was looking really good, I thought, tonight in particular.
Which I hope that if we do move on from Klingberg after this year, which is the most likely scenario, then I hope that Drysdale kind of learns enough from watching him and practicing with Klingberg to be able to run the power play next year. And I'm glad that he's getting the opportunity to do a little bit of that this year already. But obviously, he's not going to be on the top unit with Klingberg in town because like it just doesn't make any sense. So
yeah, exactly. Had a shot attempt as well. Actually, got a shot on the power play there, and he looked pretty good there, I thought. So pretty comfortable there. So
yeah. Andrew had another comment here as well. Where's the top shooters tonight? They're too sloppy, not in their game. I mean, a lot of that I think is Tampa's defense, like are preventing the shots and making it hard to get the puck in the offensive zone, which I thought we were better at. But yeah, we didn't quite see enough. Well, I don't know. Do you have like the blocked stats?
Like the attempts blocked?
Yeah, namely for guys like McTavish, Vetrano, and actually just kind of those two are who I want to see.
Attempts. Okay, McTavish and Vetrano, you said.
Yeah. Shots just for shot attempts or whatever you have.
Vetrano had 5 shot attempts, 4 were unblocked, and let's see what the actual shots were for him then. Or I guess it would just be on the main stats there.
Yeah.
Vetrano with 4 shots. So
okay.
So he didn't miss the net tonight.
Okay, well that's good. Which I would be surprised if he did.
Yeah. And then who else were you looking for? Sorry,
Mason McTavish.
Let's take a look for our boy McTavish.
Because he only registered 1 shot, but I know he had more attempts than that.
Yeah, 1 shot there and 3 shot attempts.
Okay.
So a
couple blocks.
Yeah, a couple blocks in there too. As a whole, this Lightning team put up 19 blocks tonight.
Oh, dang.
So getting in the lanes and that kind of thing. It's yes, it is a good Tampa defense that knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
But you got to create those opportunities for yourself as well and not throw it into lanes like that. Like, this is just one example. But like, there was a point that it got to Klingberg up top. And you can see right away that lane is clogged. And he rifled a shot right into the shin pads of the first guy there. I don't even know who it was.
Yeah.
But like that, that's one example out of a few. But like you have to find better lanes than that, right? Like I understand like that's where like right down the pipe is kind of where it's optimal. But the other team knows that too, right? Like
exactly.
They're gonna clog that up. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like some teams, Klingberg, or probably a lot of teams, a good majority, Klingberg could get that shot through, but you got to know your opponent, and there's no way you're getting that through on Tampa Bay. Like that's literally what they do is they just block lanes and sell out.
It's not meaning to pick on Klingberg in particular, but that's just one that like stood out to me right away. Like I just you could see it coming, right? And I'm just like, no, don't do that.
Well, that seemed like a team-wide problem too, because like Mason McTavish fired a couple into like his 2 blocks were like right into other guys' shin pads. I noticed like early on in the game, and I was like, well, obviously I appreciate the effort from him, but like you're a young, skilled guy. Like you can make yourself a little more space to try and get the shot off. But at that point, it's a coaching problem. Like somebody on the coaching staff, I'm not saying who it has to be, but somebody has to say, look, our opponent gets in the shot lanes. You can't just be firing things away because it's going to hit shins. Like we got to create space. This is how we're going to do it. And then we're going to take the shots. We got to make a couple passes first.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you could see when we were like on Zegras' goal, Kulikov like waited until there was a lane, found the lane, got the pass through to Zegras, and he buried it, right? So it's just that step that's missing. So can we put Kulikov in as the coach? Can we do that? Player coach?
Okay, you know what? I actually will pick on Klingberg here a little bit. The guys that led not a category that you want to lead in shots blocked by a player, like their shot being blocked, was Klingberg, Shattenkirk, and Vetrano. I'm not trying to pick on Vetrano as much because he was getting, like, he did have 4 actual shots on goal.
Well, didn't he only have 1 shot blocked?
No, Vetrano had 3.
Oh,
as well.
I thought he only had 5 shot attempts though.
Yeah, the numbers are not lining up there.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I think it was the unblocked shot attempts as well, kind of thing.
Okay.
Anyway, but for Klingberg in particular, 3 shots blocked on what were the shot on? Yeah, okay, the numbers aren't lining up because there's 2 shot attempts there, but there's 3 blocks. Maybe that is blocks actually by. Okay, I might be reading that wrong there. Sorry.
Okay.
No, I was leading down a different hole apparently.
Oh, okay.
No, that is blocks by them. Okay, so actually Klingberg, Vetrano, and Shattenkirk led the team in blocks tonight. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
That's good.
Sorry for the misleading there. So I was about to be like, yeah, you took 3 shots and you had expected goals in all situations of 0 flat. Like, I was about to be like, dude, but no. Okay, my apologies for that. So, but yeah, there were definitely, I guess, 2 pick on Klingberg though. There were some that one being in particular though, that were just like, what, like, why are you throwing that, right? Like, you're a veteran guy who was just looking for a massive payday, right? Yeah. And there was a tweet that I saw though that was like, is Klingberg might be kind of starting to show why teams were wary of that longer term contract kind of thing. So, but I don't know. So, like, there were definitely positives in this game. This team kind of breaking out of the system just a slight bit that helped them improve, but it still kind of held them down a little bit.
Yeah.
There are definitely positives for guys, but like, to Andrew's point though, of the offense just not quite being there. Expected goal percentage in all situations was not great. Drysdale was the most on the team actually at 50.99% there. And expected goals for a 0.31 on the night. So compared to Tampa, 3 guys below Drysdale's number. Cole Perbix. Is that how we say it? Perbix?
Perbix, yeah.
Yeah, and Belmar.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's definitely a rough night in the shooting category there. Expected goals. You had Zegras at 0.3, Terry at 0.59, which, that's been pretty consistent for him. After that, though, it's a dramatic drop. You go from the 0.3 of Zegras to Grant and Comtois tied at 0.14. Yeah, the offense on, again, like, just like those quality chances just wasn't there.
Yeah, tonight.
So there were definitely, again, I am kind of sounding like a broken record. There were a lot of good chances there, and there was definite improvements, even just from the Detroit game. But there are still a lot of things to be done. So I do. This is kind of hard right now with the post-game analysis a little bit, because again, I don't want to repeat myself for what we talk about with this being attached to the rest of the episode.
We're going to be jumping to that right away. So
do if you're watching the live stream right now though, do take a listen to that, because you get your first like good Nate rant of the season, I think.
Yeah.
But and like, not to toot my own horn on it, but like, I don't think I'm too wrong on it.
Yeah.
So
last thing here, just because I know we should probably get out of here and get everything sorted for tomorrow and let everybody else go to bed, since it's getting late all over the place. But I know this can be a long conversation and maybe we should save it for another time, but I just want to know some brief thoughts. So Allie's saying, I did have fun. Bummer they lost, though, in response to Lauren asking about she had fun at the game.
Hey,
Then say Lauren saying,
if you're at the game, as long as you have fun, that is
yeah,
the main thing, right? As a spectator, so
yeah,
like, and that was a fun game to watch, I think. So
yeah. And Lauren says Dallas Eakins, which is typical of Lauren on Dallas Eakins. Dallas Eakins can take the Greyhound bus or John Wayne Airport and get out of Anaheim. Ali says ready to jump on the fire Eakins train. Definitely. Petition to fire Dallas Eakins, which Lauren made. Interesting. And as
it's
I know that it's early, but when the team starts, well, I guess not starts, but after winning in very dramatic fashion on the home opener, in what honestly should have been a loss to the Seattle Kraken. So the team goes 0-6, almost 0-7, but after winning goes 0-6. That's not a good look for Dallas Eakins. Like, yeah, we've played some tough teams and we've been on the road, but like that's not an excuse because you're playing tough teams and going to be on the road all season long. So like, and this is a similar conversation to what's going on in Vancouver as well. Do you try and do you fire your coach to try and maybe salvage the season, or do you look at the draft this year and go like, you know what, it sucks that we are tanking again, but should we just do it, get a good draft pick, and then next year we'll have another NHL ready player who's young and just ready to be inserted into the lineup. And then that's when we go for it. Like,
yeah.
What do you do? And again, we should keep this a little short, but at what point does Dallas Eakins get fired, if at all?
I think it's if you continue to have the embarrassing losses, the big losses, right? Like if for tonight's game of 4-2, again with one as an empty net, if those are the games that you're losing streaks in, those are the ones that I'm okay to lose, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
With the idea of having that chance. If you're constantly being embarrassed, though, and you see it start to reflect in the players and how they carry themselves and that sort of thing, then that might be the time to make a change and hope that it works for your future as well.
Don't you want to do it before it gets to that point? Maybe before players are like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Not that they don't want to be there kind of thing, but like that they want the season to be done, I guess, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. And it's kind of interesting, like between the comparisons of Vancouver and Anaheim in particular, because like Vancouver hasn't even had a full 82 games, like full season of Bruce Boudreau.
Yeah.
That might be a little bit of a rush thing, but at the same time, they almost didn't have him this summer kind of thing. Whereas
expectations were higher for them too, because they made some, they were supposed to be good last year. Then they made moves that were supposed to be even better for this year.
It was
and now they're 0-7 or whatever.
Moves. Yeah, they didn't really add anything to that roster, but like it was looking good heading into they didn't make the playoffs obviously, but like, it was looking good.
Yeah.
Right. Like they managed to crawl back, and like that's a team that if they had won just like one or two more games at the start of the season there before, like with Travis Green, they could have been fine and made the playoffs. Anaheim is a little bit different in that sense though, where like we've seen Eakins now for 4 years, right? Like on the broadcast tonight, they brought up his record at what was it, like 78
to 108 and 33 or something.
Yeah. Like it's not great. And that's when you had guys that, yes, like a few guys were leaving and whatnot, but like you still had a middle of the pack team.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and it's just gotten even worse from there. Like, yeah, you've been shelling out guys and whatnot, like your Mansons and your Lindholms and that kind of thing. But like something's got to give eventually, because you can, it's become a lot more clear, especially with these last 2 seasons, that it's not so much the roster construction even.
Yeah.
Because last year did look good to start the year, but it fell apart very quickly, and you could see where the cracks were coming from.
Yeah.
And it does start with the guy that's steering the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, 1-6 isn't good. So like,
it's, yeah.
Like how many more losses do we have to endure before something is done?
We're going to have a lot more again, I think it's just if you're getting embarrassed, if you're getting like run out of the building each night, then a change needs to be done. Even
if
if
it's not the only non-embarrassing loss we've had.
Boston,
Okay, yeah.
where
So
he
that's
salvaged a
2.
point out of it.
Yeah.
But like it could be coming close. The question is right now is like, who do you replace him with? Besides just like, unless you make one of the assistants the interim, and you just say, okay, like we are searching for a year to find a guy that will help this team just get better, right? And we will build the roster out from there and not kind of have one thing working against the other, right? So
yeah, but it's the schedule doesn't get any easier, so we got to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, next two games against Toronto and Vegas, like,
you know what? We play San Jose, Vancouver, San Jose after Toronto. If you don't
pick up at least 4 points, I'd say it there.
Yeah, I'd say so as well.
Actually, you know what? No, because
you have to win one of them.
San Jose likes to come out against us in particular, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And for Vancouver, something's got to give, right? But okay, I'll go with 3 points.
Yeah, you got to go 500. Yeah,
you have to be 500 in those.
You have to at least win one, and if you lose 2, one of them has to be in overtime. I agree.
I don't think a firing is coming, unfortunately, but fortunately, I guess kind of depending on what you're looking at here. But at the same time, like I don't think it's coming, but I wouldn't be surprised as well if it just becomes like, no, this is too much, right? It's one thing to lose while you're trying. It's another thing to be embarrassed, and you can't have, especially these young guys, you can't have them be embarrassed and have this weight on their shoulders this young,
and especially this early in the season.
Yeah,
like if we lose to Vegas and Toronto, and then San Jose and Vancouver, that's 10 losses in a row.
Yeah.
We're already at 6 of those. So like that's tough. That's really tough.
I'll pull up a couple of comments here. Ali, sure. At least we haven't had any jerseys thrown on the ice. And that's because Anaheim fans know the expectation.
Well, that's what she says here, right?
That it's not gonna be much of an improvement.
Yeah,
right. But we were hoping for
it's the loyalty, like she says, right?
Yeah, it's the loyalty. Yeah, exactly. Like Anaheim fans are awesome for that respect.
Yeah.
But and then like her comment here is such a low bar. Unfortunately, though, with again, this is four seasons now with this coaching staff, especially in Dallas Eakins, right? Like it's. Mm-hmm. Everything else has changed. The GM's changed. New leadership is in, right? New players are in. Young guys are in. That's the thing that hasn't changed in the last while. So, it's a low bar, but that's kind of where we're at, I think, right? Yeah. Like seeing how this team has been able to play. So, Andrew pulling up like the GM will go. I do agree here with Lauren. He just got here last season.
He hasn't even had a chance to replace the Eakins as coach, right?
Yeah, Verbeek is the guy with the plan. It's how long are you going to let a guy that was hired not by you mess with certain aspects of that plan, I guess. Yeah.
So okay. I definitely want to end on this note, so we'll do a quick break with DraftKings, and we'll come back and we'll do something fun to end off this live part of the episode. Nice and short, nice and easy, but we'll see you guys in just a little bit here.
Hockey fans, it's finally time to hit the ice again. And thanks to DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL, you're in for the season of a lifetime. New customers can bet $5 on any team and get $200 in free bets if they win. Maybe you want to take the odds on Mason McTavish winning the Calder Trophy for Rookie of the Year this year. He has the second best odds on DraftKings Sportsbook behind Matty Beniers of the Seattle Kraken at plus 500. And if that wasn't enough excitement, you can turn small bets into bigger payouts with same-game parlays. Combine multiple bets like which team will win, how many goals will be scored, and more for your shot at an even bigger payout. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable, so you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. So, what are you waiting for? Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now, use the promo code THPN, bet $5 on any NHL team to win their game, and get $200 in free bets if they do. Again, that's code THPN, as in the Hockey Podcast Network, only at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details.
All right. Andrew saying see you guys later. He's heading out. Thank you very much for stopping by, Andrew. Good to see you. Glad we could get you over on our channel as well. And yeah, next time we do a watch along, then hope to see you in the chat.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
All right. Nate, we got some news.
Yeah, you wanted to end this live portion, I guess, on a high note. And so I'm happy to say that hopefully it's available Thursday. It is in review, but I can still show you what we have coming for some new TQR merch. I was teasing Carter about this as well, that he hasn't seen what we're doing, and that kind of thing. He kind of let me just have the free reins with it. So,
yeah, I trust you.
And we know me, especially. I love the Mighty Duck, right? In particular, it's part of the reason that it's our branding and that kind of thing. And Carter, especially, I know, after I talk about the reverse retros, loves the eggplant and jade.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm so glad that I had this coming down the pipe here. Let me pull it up. Ladies and gentlemen, we will have some Mighty collection. Which, if you're just listening to the podcast version here, we're going to have a couple t-shirts, long sleeves, and some crew neck sweatshirts that you can get in the Mighty Ducks colors of the eggplant and jade there. And yeah, shirts will come in the purple, eggplant, gray, white, and in black as well. So yeah, just our logo kind of reworked. This will maybe kind of show you a bit more that like our logo is kind of based on like the original shoulder patch of the Mighty Ducks. And yeah, not again, not to toot my own horn, but I definitely want to pick up one of the sweatshirts actually for this one.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. So
yeah,
I'm undecided if what I'm gonna get. I mean, I have I guess a hoodie, which isn't a sweatshirt, but I have a t-shirt. Maybe I'll go long sleeve for this one.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe I don't know. Undecided yet.
Yeah,
it looks good. I'm glad.
I might have to get a t-shirt and a crew neck, I think.
Oh yeah,
and I'll get the long sleeve in our normal black and orange. So
oh yeah, that'd work too. Yeah, but I'm glad I could trust you on this one. I knew you would do something good, and it looks good. So
yeah, and as well, there is another design coming down the pipe as well. I'm just putting the final touches on it, and then that should also be available, I'm thinking, in the next week or two. So keep an eye on the merch store. But yeah, if you want to get some of the Mighty collection, Friday the latest, hopefully you should be able to get that. And you can get that at tqrshop.myspreadshop.com or .ca if you're in Canada there.
Link will be down in the description there as well, so you can you can click on that if so you don't have to like skip back and then grab a pen and write it down. It's all in there. You just got to click. So
it's all good. It'll be good times. So and as well as we did add another sticker to the collection as well.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We took the Big D energy segment, I guess, that Carter does. We had it as clothing and whatnot, but you can get a Big D energy sticker as well to put on your computer or your water bottle or that kind of thing. So
whatever you feel, your car window.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how it would do in the weather, but you can try.
You can try.
Little bumper sticker there. So yeah. All right. Well, I think that's a more positive note to end the episode, or this part of the episode, on. So if you are listening to this pre-recorded, then you will jump over right now. But if you're listening to this live, then that'll be it. There won't be any other part of the episode for you. So Nate, if people want to praise the wonderful work that you have done on this awesome new merch, let's look at this one more time. Oh yeah,
That's good.
yeah. I'm gonna be dreaming about that tonight. That's for sure. So, where can they praise you?
You can praise me at Tatenamus on Twitter, TATENHOMAS.
Yeah. And I will be on Twitter at Carter_Potts, POTTS_97, where you can praise me too. I don't know what for, how nice my hair is, how good I dress, my cool glasses, whatever.
For Carter's trust in me.
There you go. Yeah. Quack Report Pod. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. We will see you next time.